know a lot about the outside world.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god, you're like the missing
I've been
link.
outside despite my skin colour.
Yeah, you are the missing link.
What, to the world?
No, I mean, we have esports nerds, and you're the link between. You're a child of both worlds.
I'm a
You can combine us.
Okay.
Be the balance in the force. But right now, dem0n and Pavel kicking things off here on Furious Heights. Map number 1, definitely the map for dem0n to take the advantage on. This is a good map for him, and they fight over the first red here. This is such an important position, and dem0n's going to drop down first. Pavel is pursuing him hotly, and there goes the LG, and he's going to do it. Moments. Just mere moments before that red spawns, and there goes the pickup. Pavel gonna cement a lead here. Can the second frag come in? Not quite as easily as he would have liked, but look at that. Juicy rewards.
That was nicely baited by Pavel, but I don't understand why dem0n switched out from the LG when he dropped. There was no need to, because he had position on the red pin, but Pavel did really well to bait him into the drop anyway.
Here we go, just an easy pickup. What
Away
happened?
frags, yeah. It's just dem0n throwing away frags at the minute.
dem0n going for the TDM shotgun here. It's not quite working out, though. I mean, he did a fair amount of damage, but is that really enough in the face of this? He's going to commit again with the shotgun, and he's getting more and more damage, and Pavel is not handling this well at all. Red is coming up, and Pavel in so much trouble here. One more buckshot. There it is. And dem0n is going to finally make that frag. But what is he left with? Absolutely nothing.
There was some absolutely appalling rockets. And once again, we've got the most bizarre start to a map. I don't understand what's going on in FACEIT.
Everyone high right now, except me.
I know.
No. Either way, 5-1.
Why is dem0n here?
He's just pushing in, man. He wants to just... Maybe he's just testing Pavel's mettle. So far, Pavel's passing most of these tests that dem0n has thrown at him. And he's going to go down again 6-1. We're just seeing crazy aggression. Okay, Group B, things will make sense again.
Yeah,
it has to, surely, please.
Group A has kind of blown my mind with all these.
It is nuts.
Okay, well, 7-1. Hopefully, dem0n realizes my kind of tactic isn't working out.
And there you go, another rail there for Pavel. He's cemented his control. And unless dem0n just comes out with some amazing shots, this should be an open and closed book affair. 2.5 minutes gone, and 8 frags have been made. Make that 9 now in total. 8-1 for Pavel. This is not what you expect from the top level.
No. And it's simple things like when dem0n jumped across the rail, it was such a basic jump to hit a rail that you should always expect him to do it. But you can make it so much harder by running up to the rockets, delaying a second, maybe baiting them into a weapon switch. Simple stuff like that might save you 80 damage and save you a frag. But dem0n's not on his game this match.
Definitely, he's being a bit too brave. Brave or stupid, that's the age-old question. And things are slowing down a bit here. And this, we see this from players like Sparty sometimes too. Goes a bit too nuts at the start of the game, gives away a lot of frags, and he remembers, oh yeah, I am Sparty, I am the shit, and I'm going to bring this back. And sometimes he makes it happen.
dem0n.
And dem0n, it seems to be a similar case here. The thing is that he does have time on his side, because he gave away a lot of frags, but he did it quickly.
Silver lining DDK is best. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose in the first 2 minutes.
Exactly, man. That's how you got to do it. No messing around.
But yeah, maybe dem0n's just lining us up for an epic comeback, playing to the crowd.
It's going to happen, I believe.
But 9 frags against Pavel, he's shown how well he can defend, and he's notorious for that. I don't feel too confident. And, my 2-1 prediction is still possible.
So here we go.
But this is dem0n's map pick, so...
The toxic spot right here, passed by Pavel.
Yeah, that spot is ideal for gaining the information you need. You got enough escapes to run out effectively. It's insanely hard to push into if you hit your shots. Pavel's doing exactly what he needs to now. He thinks, I've got an 8 frag lead. That's all I want.
Problem is, though, is he's going to give dem0n a lot of stack. The thing about dem0n's frag finding, though, is that he can sometimes struggle, especially against a player like Pavel, to get the frags back.
Because his style is so one-dimensional in how it orientates around item timings and a kind of religious circuit of them. If you just step outside his rhythm, he just doesn't really look for you. He'd much rather just take the red and run off to the mega. So if you sidestep and take a yellow and hide up top, there's very little chance he's going to run into you. So he's got to expand his mind a bit when it comes to the dueling positioning and guidelines, if you want.
And Pavel is doing the Pavel. He's so good at this, just working on the yellows. And the thing is that if he gets to that 200 armor stack with just the yellows and the shards and everything like that, all he has to do is hit the first defensive rocket when dem0n runs into him, when dem0n is in a bad spot because he's moving aggressively, and that's the damage done, and the fight is even. But here you go, he's just going nuts. What was that? It was a bit of a desperation play towards the mega.
Steel. If that pulled off, that would have been a highlight.
I'm surprised he can move with such huge gonads right there. And 4 minutes remaining, and he's 7 frags to go for dem0n. And he just realized he made a massive. I've made a mistake.
Yep, and
I've made a mistake.
He's gonna do. Okay, if my theory holds true, he's gonna do some sort of, I don't know, Chuck Norris headbutt right now and just run into Pavel.
All right. Well, he is definitely running out of time here. 3.5 minutes. The time is ticking away. The pressure is on dem0n right now. You know, things have calmed down. He knows he's in the game, and he's got to make. The thing is that if he loses control once, it's all over for him.
But this is what you're talking about, like.
Good rail.
He hit his shot, but now he's going to back off to the mega and probably not even look for Pavel. He might.
But 2 rails connected though. This could really help massively. Pavel is 1 rail away from death, and there it is. The 3rd rail connects dem0n on point, 9-3, and the rest of the frags can come more easily. It is hard for Pavel to survive in the 30 seconds immediately after he spawns, but then he gets to some weapons together. He gets some armor to play with, and he can work positionally to keep himself open to all the escape options. And good rocket from Pavel there, kind of forcing him to bash his head into the wall, and the pursuit has been successfully hindered to the extent that Pavel can get away. And red is coming up.
There's no doubt Pavel's one of the best defensive players. However, you can run into the problem of going defensive too early and being passive too early and allowing your opponent to build too big of a stack. You do need to be active on the map, just like Pavel's doing now, putting out great damage. Sure, it's more dem0n running into shots. However, you do need to be a bit more active in shutting down your opponent on items.
Good stuff coming from dem0n here. Pavel trapped, and he's going to go down.
Though, so it's not too bad.
2 minutes left.
Oh, you need to hit that shot.
Nice little bump with the rocket there. And dem0n, he's going to fall back onto the red, but Pavel is definitely... The pace that he's set is on point here for a victory for Pavel's side of things. But dem0n can be very explosive.
Wow.
Good rocket coming in there. Can he get the rail? He does. More pressure shots to be made as he turns each corner looking for Pavel. Flick rail connected, but no health. And he makes another shot, but it is a trade. And they both died. He could not afford to let this happen. And oh, that's surely got to be GG.
Pavel's huge gonads paid off there with the kamikaze drop from Mega onto dem0n.
Yeah. And 6 frags in 1 minute 20 seconds.
You just think back to the first 2 minutes where Pavel raked in probably 6 frags that dem0n gave him. Okay, say 4. Let's be lenient and say 4. This game would be what, 11? Well, I don't know, like 7-5 right now.
Oh yeah, I mean dem0n could have easily just not given away so many frags for free. I mean, he didn't have to charge in with shotgun 100 times or do exact same thing, like give 2 or 3 frags away, doing it with the rocket launcher as well.
Yeah, those little cheeky rocket shots like there, I think they're the kind of things that will get dem0n riled up.
So there you go, 1 more frag for dem0n. And 12-6. Could very well be the final score here between these 2 guys, giving Pavel the lead. And the thing is that this was the map for dem0n to win. Yes, this is where he would have more advantages over Pavel to exert. In his rail aim, in his LG and so on, he's going to be finding a lot of great situations for himself on a map like that. But
He just
now,
he just had a headless chicken moment, and for not moment, minute or two, where he just threw away the game effectively.
yeah,
and
3
he
minutes
couldn't claw it back.
Mm.
He showed he was a good player. Well, he's obviously a good player. He showed he had the capabilities to beat Pavel in those 5-minute interval in the middle
Yeah.
before he.
It really makes me think of Sparty when I see that stuff.
Yeah,
Sometimes, 'cause
definitely. Sparty does it
that a
all the
lot.
time.
Yeah,
He really does. If he doesn't get a good start, you almost guaranteed he'll give you a few easy frags to lead up to it.
yeah, it's really interesting. But we're jumping into the next map momentarily between these two, and of course Pavel now moving on to match point. Things are looking very good for him, and he's also going to be mentally in a better place than dem0n. And dem0n is someone who does need a good mental atmosphere, so to say. You know, he needs to be feeling good psychologically speaking. Otherwise, his gameplay does suffer. We see him, typing a lot. And dem0n, again, if you're listening, man,
Don't like that.
typing is not a good habit. You need to
Get a
cut it out.
bind. Get a bind, a rage bind.
Get some binds. You can get some. You can get just make a bind so that it disables your chat when you press ready.
Oh, does it?
Well, you can make a bind.
Oh, you mean a
if want
script
for it.
like
Yeah, you can make a bind for that.
ready up /
Slash quit. I don't know.
CL no print.
CL no print. Yeah, I used to use that actually because it used to kind of rage me when people would spam smileys. But we have moved on to the next map. Lost World, definitely advantage Pavel. His choice. But dem0n's start was certainly a start that he talked about for a while because it's so darn good. He's got everything here.
Yeah. And we discussed it earlier that dem0n needs a good start if he's going to play well because he struggles from behind. So he couldn't ask for anything else really, except the LG, which he should be rushing over to get right now. Or not.
Oh my god, Pavel connects two great rockets. And actually, you might be thinking to yourself, why doesn't Pavel just go in there? And
why he still didn't get the lightning gun?
I was going to say that he could have gone in there and gotten a frag, but it's okay because he could just get the rest of the map.
Yes,
But
exactly.
dem0n just walked into the middle of the map, and I think Pavel wasn't expecting that, and that gave dem0n some a free red.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you could do it, but charging up those stairs you could easily die. So Pavel's the type of player that will say, well, if I don't need to do it, then I won't. I'd much rather get a clean frag later on.
So here we are now, dem0n making his way up the jump pad and collecting shards. He's building on that stack, and right now he's really, really wanting badly to find a way to make a frag happen. He's got the positioning on center map, and he needs to turn this control into something on the scoreboard, because otherwise, Pavel eventually will turn the tables, and dem0n better have something to show for it on the scoreboard when that time comes.
dem0n's made a few movement errors these last few maps. That one just then, missing the small jump to Mega, cost him a red. The last map, when he missed the jump to Mega, cost him a frag. He needs to be a bit more clinical in his approach.
There's Pavel giving away his position slightly with the grenades, but he is gone as dem0n turns the corner to find Pavel. And he's disappeared. And there he is. He's been found, rooted out of the Mega area. A couple grenades to just be a bit annoying on top of that Mega, just chipping away on that stack. And great damage there from Pavel. Absolutely fantastic work there. And if you see his stack there, he evened things up dramatically.
It was a predictable move from dem0n, and Pavel just made sure he had the right weapon out, which was obviously the lightning gun, and pushed dem0n straight into the wall. So Pavel's doing fine.
So things slow as usual on Lost World.
I think dem0n needs to be a bit more active now on trying to shut down the yellows, at least one of them, because Pavel's having a very free reign of top level and building up a nice stacker. I think if he switched in, he should have near enough 200.
It's on the spot, Pavel. But Pavel doesn't want to fight. He wants the free damage. He knows that. This is the thing. This is the way this map works. You don't fight someone LG to LG unless you have a better stack.
Yes.
Because in the open areas, the guy with the better stack wins. That's just how it goes. With a weapon like that deals consistent damage instead of the burst damage, that's what happens. So Pavel's avoiding those open areas, moving around dem0n, and dem0n cycling the items successfully still. His pressure game has yet to yield him any kills though, and this is where Pavel's been playing it well, because he's managed to build himself up to quite a bit here, and usually you'd expect him to try to make the play in the corridors with the rockets and perhaps towards the Mega. So Mega time might be the next order of business for Pavel.
Yes, definitely. And Pavel is exceptional at giving you such limited opportunities to push in. He will make sure, kind of like Rafa, until he gets the knowledge of your positioning, he will stay in a position that has multiple exits and multiple avenues for damage if you want to push him. Like he knows now it's safe because Demon's at Mega, so he can push across the middle map. And that's the way to play a defensive map.
Oh, interesting stuff here. Just going to go back to Demon. It's really interesting to see, Demon's perspective, and then switching over to see how Pavel is moving around Demon here. And Demon actually wants to go in. He's got hit a couple money rockets. Oh, Pavel's got the money rockets himself, and that is why he's called the Cosmonaut.
I mean, I was about to say Demon needs to create his own openings, but just kind of pushing in super aggressively is not the way you need to do it. You need to be a bit more crafty about it. You need to develop it, kind of shut down his avenues for exit and then cut him off an alternate way, not just rushing in, because it's like the rail on ZCN we referred to earlier. You kind of have to assume that if you're going to rush it, you're going to eat at least 200 damage, because particularly Russian players, they will hit the rockets. And that one rush round a corner cost him the frag. And we've seen games end 1-0. It could cost him the game.
Oh yeah, certainly. I mean, Pavel has not had a chance to be in control yet.
No, so
Demon had the spawn. He had the spawn that gave him everything.
Exactly.
He was in control from the time that they just moved off the first spawn. So
6 minutes of control counts for naught. So if you actually look at the damage as well, you can see how well Pavel's been doing.
Demon's frag finding is often, I think, caused him issues. When he's very, because he's got great patience when he's, well, sometimes he has great patience. Usually on Lost World, actually, he's good at being patient. Some maps are better patience-wise for him than others. And usually he gets there, but 6 minutes against Pavel, that is a long time. And it needs to count for something. We're seeing Pavel now in a similar position. He can just keep cycling these items. He probably won't go for any aggression.
There's no problem playing the map 10 minutes without a frag if you're in control, if you can't find an opening. Because if Pavel's playing that well, where he's not giving you that opening, that's fine. You just continue and continue, like the war of attrition, like grinding Pavel down, giving him nothing. Eventually you can push in and a gap will open. If you've got the bigger stack, you will win. Trying to force the issue like that is not the way to do it, because as we saw in corridors, you're going to lose.
So this, yeah, Pavel, his pressure is very light, just enough to keep control of Demon's stack a little bit, to slow him down just a little bit. But overall, in a light pressure, he doesn't want to go in. I mean, because he wants the fight to come to him. He wants to get the defensive damage.
Exactly.
And there's, not much Demon can really do about that.
The way Pavel is playing this map is that every time he wants to move an area, it's almost like a bit like CS. He takes it one step at a time. Every movement is an objective. So he will spam the grenades and then move in, so he knows if there is a fight going to happen, it's going to be on his turn.
Good damage from Demon there, getting Pavel to 6 health. Could be the opening that the Belgian needs. But for the capitalize. Oh, that rocket was unbelievable. Pavel, with a single rocket, has just changed the course of the game. And Demon is going to be typing "okay, man" into the chat, because he felt that. He felt that rocket.
It is annoying when that happens to you as a player, but every player, professional, will virtually 9 times out of 10 spam a rocket in that direction, because it's such a common peak zone. It's a fairly obvious place to shoot, so I don't know why Demon's raging about that. It's just a good prediction, and he should have been a bit more clever about it. Wow, he's angry.
All right, so that means Evil and Pavel are going to go through Group A, and that was all she wrote for Demon, I guess. I mean,
he let me down. He played so poorly for 3 minutes on T7, which cost him. He played so well for 6 minutes on DM13 until his impatience got the best of him.
So how can he make it up to you? He let you down. How does he make it up to you?
Win QuakeCon. I don't
Win
know.
QuakeCon. Win QuakeCon. Are you
It's the only way,
serious?
Demon.
Dude, that's pretty harsh.
All right.
Wow. There's no
6.
redemption for him.
Top 6 QuakeCon and
Top
no
6.
retardation.
Top
No,
6.
no stupidity.
No super stuff in top 6 QuakeCon.
Yeah, there we go.
That seems a bit more
The
fair.
gauntlet has been laid.
Redemption is at hand. All right, guys. On that note, we're going to go to a break. You'll see the schedule on the overlay, so you'll figure things out from there when the next action is going to be starting. Because of course we missed a bunch of games due to Madball dropping out.
Thanks, Madball.
We'll probably have quite a bit of a break, so we'll get to eat some food and load up on some coffee, and we'll be back with you guys in a bit.